All right, guys, let's talk about it. So in this video, I want to talk about Valentine's Day. So first thing, I know that the audio in this is a little off because it's coming from my phone. I have to figure out a way to get my mic in front of me here. So I think I'm going to probably use something around the office or whatever, but I wanted to get this video out. I didn't really want to wait any longer. If you hear any background noise, it's just my computer. I left my game open. So anyway, Valentine's Day. First of all, the very first point that I want to make to you guys is Valentine's Day, it's just a day. Now, everybody that's been in a relationship has, fallen for the Valentine's Day thing, and I guess we all do it. I'm in a relationship, and I'm gonna go get her. I always get her just a single rose and maybe some chocolates or whatever. Here's the thing, I eat the chocolates too, you know what I'm saying? So for the people who are going through a breakup right now, the people who are hurting, the people who are, going through a really rough time, and that person left you. That person left you. They left you cold. They left you abandoned, right? Even if you were part of the reason why the breakup happened, I don't want you guys to be breaking no contact, to be telling them how much you love them, okay? Because at the end of the day, that person still left you. And at the end of the day, Valentine's Day is just a day. I know there's so many of you that really, really want to just reach out because you're like, hey, today might be one of those days where it's an excuse. It's not. I want you guys to continue your journey of self-improvement and growth. When you work on that, that is when you're going to be able to do the most growth and work in what. That's what you go through breakups really for. You're not really trained on how to be in a relationship perfectly, right? You're not really equipped with all the tools. Your parents can teach you as much as they want, but there is no replacement teacher for experience. So I know that really hurts to hear because you're like, okay, like really, dude, I got to go through all this shit. What for, right? But that's the whole point of life. The whole point of life is to live. The whole point of life is to experience. Understand that, yes, you guys are going through breakups. Yes, you guys are going through no contact. Yes, you guys are hurt. I know that. I'm there for you. All my students, I'm there as much as I can be. It's when new students come in, I have to focus on them. And some of the older students are messaging me now today, and they're like, hey, dude, like it's Valentine's Day. I've been in no contact for like over 120 days. I'm like, why would you break it now? Why would you break that now? I'm still in the mindset that you guys need to let them come to you. If that person chooses to leave you, you and her at some point normally have some sort of, discussion on what is going to happen. And that is your opportunity to say, hey, these are the things I'm going to work on. If still after that point, she doesn't want to work on it with you, it's time to go. Let her go. Give them the breakup, right? Don't just take all your faults and say, okay, these are what I'm going to fix. You don't have to fix anything. Don't do that. Be the best version of you now. Choose to be that now. I'm reading a book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind on my other channel, Daily Vibrations, not Practical Spiritual. Daily Vibrations is much more brandable. I was thinking of a more brandable name. I know, guys, I change this stuff all the time. I know. But once I stick with one name and it's really, like masculine energy back in the day, I changed my name, I think, like 5 different times or whatever. So it started out with charismatic attraction, right? I stuck with masculine energy. It's never changed since then. And once I gain a big following there, I'm not going to change it much. So Daily Vibrations, much more brandable name. I'm going to make merch and all that shit. So it's going to be dope. But over on that channel, I'm going to talk about how you can start applying these concepts on a deeper level. So in that book, there's a piece that says, at any moment, you can choose to be a better version of yourself, and you can start working on your emotions. You can start working on how to move forward. So everyone that's going through a breakup right now, they're so focused on the emotions, and it's not really your fault. It hurts. But when you're so focused on the emotions that much, it's hard to take a step back and realize that everything is happening the way it's supposed to be because you're there and you're going through this experience to learn. And when you go through all that stuff and you learn it all and you're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be, going through. And when it's about acceptance, really. And on the Hawkins scale, I talk about that on my other channel as well. There's actually an entire breakdown of it. Acceptance is one of the most powerful things that you can do because it lets you take that, again, bird's eye view of what's going on, and then you can accept what is happening in your reality. So when it comes to the no contact, if that person leaves you, when someone actually decides to say, I don't want to work on this with you anymore, that is a big flashing red sign, and they're saying, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care for this relationship enough, or there's too much negativity for me. Which, hey, if there's too much negativity in a relationship, you should get out of it. You shouldn't be in it. It's absolutely detrimental to your growth as a person. Because I truly believe that we're all here to grow. We're all here to grow up, right? Maybe it's our souls that are growing. I don't really know. But what I do know is that ever since I've gone through all my breakups and I continue to go down the path of learning, I look at myself where I was then and I'm like, wow, I'm a completely different person. I'm better, I'm smarter, I'm stronger. And that's what I want you guys to understand. So yeah, don't reach out during this Valentine's Day period. Most of you shouldn't anyway. And the period, this is the time for you guys to keep growing. This is the time for you to stay focused on your goals and to stay focused on what you're doing. Be focused on have your goals, have all the stuff you want to do, then just stick to it every single day. And be extremely focused, because where your focus goes, energy flows, right? Where your focus goes, energy flows. I think that's what it is. So if you focus intently on what you want your life to look like in 5 years, every single day, it's going to turn into that. You're the creator of your life. You really are. If you start understanding that life is happening for you, then you can choose to... What you're doing is you're raising your levels of consciousness. That's really what's happening. And then when you focus that, then you're going to grow and you're going to become better. And then when you meet new people, when you want to start dating again, or say your ex does come back and she hasn't grown. She hasn't grown at all. And she's the same person she was. Do you think you're going to really want her back? That's a really good question, because when I went through that, guys, I went through that same thing, and I went through it. I remember how much it hurt. For months it hurt. And then I remember later on when they would reach out to me, I remember feeling, oh my God, like this is it. Wow. But then it's almost like, that's what it was like for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Here should be another video that you guys can watch. And then here should be the subscribe picture with my mug on it. And check the description box down below. Coaching is down there as well. So if you guys have any questions, look there. I'm going to crush a workout right now. So see you guys soon.